What is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is UK, trying to brother Dr. Blick, the darkest man around. And today, guys, I'm here with FrozenParticle and Geekdom 101. Say hi to the people, man.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to yet another video. Happy to be here, man.
It's a pleasure to be here with the darkest man on the planet, Dr. Blick.
Thank you, man. You compliment me so well.
Antimatter.
Yeah. So today, guys, we'll be talking about the latest arc of Dragon Ball Super, the Future Trunks arc, and basically send our overall thoughts about whether this arc will make Super a good series, whether this arc actually makes Super pretty much a good series and worth watching. So, Geekdom, let's go to you first. Like, what's your overall thoughts about this arc, and does it make Super a good series as a whole?
I think, and this is going to be kind of a controversial thing to say. Well, let me just say this, all right? We can't judge Super as a whole till it's over. That's the thing. We've already seen people make comparisons to GT because they're, they're right around the same episode numbers as GT right now. But until Super's over, we really can't give a full, retrospective view. But to be honest with you, as much as I'm loving the Future Trunks arc, as much as I'm digging this Future Trunks arc, as of this recording, they're only about, 12, 13 episodes into this arc, and I don't think that 12 or 13 episodes is going to make up for an entire series, because let's keep it real, the first, 46 or so episodes of Super, well, really the first 27 were just movie retellings, and they're generally seen as not being very good, and that's a lot of episodes. Like, when you really think about it, 27 episodes, I mean, a lot of anime whole series are just 26 episodes. Like, some don't even hit 27. So it's like, if you were just to cut that part out, it's not very good. It's the movie retelling. It's just, whatever. Take that out. Let's just forget about that for a second. The Universe 6, Universe 7 arc, a little bit better, right? We saw some new characters, saw some new concepts, but it was still somewhat of a letdown, I would say, mostly because of its very awkward pacing. And I thought the fights were somewhat disappointing, even though looking back on it, there's a lot of good stuff in there that I think we can review it on a second viewing. It's still nowhere close to the quality of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z back in the day. Future Trunks arc, though, some have said it's even better than DBZ. I don't know about that yet, but it is a really, really, really good arc. But to answer your question, I personally don't think that this one arc can save Super as far as it being a good series, quote unquote. It's good now. In fact, I would say it's very, very good now. I think that Super has to remain good until at the end of its run for it to be considered a good series. And that's my opinion, but it's a tough one because it's hard to say that.
Okay, that's cool, What about you, Frozen?
I mean, yeah, I agree with Geekdom on this. Like, it's just a numbers thing, pretty much. It's like, there's around 61 to 62 episodes of Dragon Ball Super, and about, 15, 16 of those of a Future Trunks arc. It just doesn't add up. And yeah, like as Geekdom was saying, the Future Trunks arc is it's pretty damn good in terms of quality, animation, storytelling, all of that stuff. Really solid, but it doesn't make up for the horrendous retellings of the two movies and the slightly better Universe 6 arc. I don't know, it's not on the caliber of, the Saiyan arc, for example. It's really good, but it doesn't add up compared to the rest of the series, and it just, I don't know, it just lets it down. So, no, I don't think the Future Trunks arc, makes Dragon Ball Super a good series per se. It makes it a better series than before, but it doesn't make it, well, a good series.
When it comes to me and my thoughts on it, it's all about how quickly it takes you to get into the series. Because when you really look at it, we're getting to this stage that Dragon Ball Super is actually starting to pick up, starting to get really good. But when you really think about it, it kind of took us a year to get to this stage. It took us quite a while to get to this stage. So when it gets a dub, it's more about people's tolerance and how much they can take. Because they can see people on Twitter getting hyped, like Super getting all these good reviews, good reception right now. But when they still have to go through the shitty part, bro. They still have to go through the shitty, the bad times, the times that we experienced, where episode 5, there was even one episode that Frieza's leg looked like it was animated backwards. There was so many messed up stuff with Dragon Ball Super as a whole. But with this arc, it has given Super a bright future. Going forward, Super has a lot of potential, and with them getting a new department and everything, it's showing that they're willing to put effort into stuff related to Dragon Ball. So meaning that could result to more like arcs to come in the future. We don't know. But as a whole, this arc, if you were to take away this arc, Super's bang average. It makes it an okay series, but if you take it away, it's just a series that had a couple of good episodes there, a couple of bad ones, a couple of alright ones. But as a whole, it's a bit iffy. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, the tough thing about it though is that when you have a long series like that, like really long, you're gonna have bad episodes. It's just very hard to like keep every episode consistently good. But with Super, we've got entire arcs that are just trash. Like Battle of Gods had some good stuff in it. Resurrection F was really bad. I mean, the story itself is already empty, but the arc was just horrendously bad and pointless. And then Universe 6 was a big disappointment. And that's the thing, when you've got entire arcs that are like bleh, you know, it sucks. But this arc that's going on now is definitely not bleh. Could it save Super? I don't know if it could save it, bro, but it sure as hell is saving it for a lot of people. So honestly, one man's opinion as of right now, too soon to tell, but Future Trunks arc could make Super a quality series, but they have to keep going. They have to keep making it better.
I completely agree with you, because like you said, Super, it could potentially be a long series, and like stuff like that with like happens like with series like One Piece, where it takes a lot of time for people to get into it, or where it takes a lot of patience, because people want to see hype moments, like flashy moments right off the bat. But with Super, you don't really see that right off the bat, and when you do see it, it's kind of been clunky, a bit stiff. The animation's been a bit off. Like before, okay, I gotta be honest, before Dragon Ball Super was fair, I did not look at a series for its animation and art the way it looks. Because of Super, it gives you a new light on how an anime is done. I feel like I've awoken new eyes because of Super in terms of when animation's done bad. Like Dragon Ball Super is a series that should have been so much better from the beginning, but it is what it is. And I do agree with what Geekdom said, it is too soon. But looking forward and looking what Super has offering forward, it's gonna be really good. I just feel like iffy about how people that haven't seen it yet are gonna react to seeing it when they're watching it from Battle of Gods or watching it from Resurrection F or even the Universe 6 arc, because for the most part it's just a series of moments. You got anything else to add, Frozen? Hey, Frozen?
Well,
Australian internet.
no. What I was saying, what I want to add to this is, like, I think the Future Trunks arc alone, like, can't save this, but if it has, like, if there's a new arc after this, which is equally as good, I think then we can sort of balance things out and just say, yeah, it's a good series because there's two solid arcs, you know, standing for this franchise, so it kind of balances things out. But just having the one great arc, it doesn't hold it, in my opinion. And I really want to love Super, and for the most part in the Future Trunks arc, I have really loved Super, but as a whole, like, when, you know, 5 years down the line, when I'm rewatching the series as a grown man, then, like, it's just, I don't know, it won't hold up. And it'll pretty much be just like, okay, let's get to the Future Trunks arc, let's get to the Future Trunks arc, and I just won't care as much for the previous arcs, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree. And there's one other thing I want to put out there real quick, and this is the fact that this Future Trunks arc could still flop, because it's going on, it's looking all nice now, but like you said on Twitter, Frozen, it shouldn't stay, we shouldn't be on this arc for too long. They shouldn't drag it out. They shouldn't milk it out. They shouldn't carry on riding this arc like for too long, if you guys know what I mean. But hopefully this arc actually comes to a good conclusion. But I got another question. Like, how many arcs would you say like Super needs for it to like be a good series? Like at least a Z level minimum.
Like, I think 3 more arcs, but I think it has to keep being good forever, bro, honestly. I think 3 more might make it good. See, the thing is, it depends on how long they are. See, this is very subjective, bro, so there you go.
Yeah, I totally agree. So you're saying that Super would have to probably be 100 episode plus series to actually be considered a good series. Is that what you're saying, Geekdom?
I don't know, man. I don't know, because you know we're going to have bad episodes. You know we're going to have bad stuff in them. I don't know, man. I don't know the answer to that, but I would say if it continues to be mostly good, it'll be good. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Like, if it continues being good, because One Piece now and again has bad episodes. Like, for the most part, it's just Toei's issues. Like, it's just Toei. They're terrible at like managing like pacing. They do the same crap with One Piece. Like, Dressrosa went on for 3 years, one arc for 3 years. Like, it was longer than manga, but like 3 years for one arc, that is still long. So like with Super as a whole, it's all iffy. Like, they just need to carry on going. They need to carry on building upon it, carry on explaining stuff, and hopefully they can explain it better without confusing half the audience. I know it helps people like Geekdom have more topics to like break down to people to actually explain it. But as a whole, like, no one wants to be put under that headache again. Like, Toei, don't do that again, please. But you guys got anything to add, or I can wrap up this video?
No, I think it's one of those things we have to wait and see. But you know what? If you're out there and you really think that the Trunks arc is saving Super for you, that's great. Because you know what? It is making it more fun to watch, and it's making it I mean, in some ways it is. You know, in some ways this arc has kind of saved the series. But will it continue, and will it be seen as a good series? I think we're gonna have to go back and revisit it in a few years, and then kind of figure it out from there when we're all older and more bitter.
Yeah, like we might even hate on the series like when we're older, bro. Like this arc could literally be like the baby arc of like GT. But first, you got any last words to say?
No, man, I think that's pretty much it. I completely agree with you guys, and yes, pretty much wait and see. You know, also depends on how this series as a whole wraps up. You know, if it has a good ending, then that's the last thing that people will remember about like Super. So if it has a really nice ending, people will instantly remember that ending and say, oh yeah, Super, good series. You know, that's how you know, people think, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. But anyway, guys, check out these guys' channels. Link will be in the description below. I'm sure you know Geekdom, and I'm sure you guys know Frozen. But if you don't, the channel link will be in the description below, because I highly recommend it. But anyway, guys, that's been Dr. Blick, the darkest man around. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Work.